Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Axe Japan, welcome to another tutorial video. This time it's for Choose Me by BAND-MAID. This one was highly requested by loads of you, so it was about time I get on with it. Trying out a bit of a different setup here for the lessons, so yeah, let me know how you think it compares to the previous way. And I'm also using a real amp this time, so we'll see how that goes. So there's a lot to get through in this song. This one is really fun to play, so hope you have fun with it. Let's just dive straight in. Tuning for this song is standard tuning drop D. Okay, so let's jump into the intro and Miku's part.
Intro!
Okay, so we're starting off single notes, starting on the first fret A string. All downstrokes, up to 4, to 5, open. Just repeat. And that's it, simple. The lead part, so Kanami's part does a little harmony. So we're starting on 7th fret G string, up to 9, up to 10, up to 12, back to 9, sorry, back to 10, back to 12, back to 7. Okay, so now when everything kicks in, we've got an open D chord. So we're just going bar 2nd fret to 3, up to 5, 7 to 8, and then we're going to come down here, we're going to do a bar chord on the 4th fret. So that's just from starting on the A string. The lead part, starting on 12, up to 15. We're doing octaves here, we're starting on the A, 12th fret, 14th fret G string, mute the one in the middle, and then just that position up to 15. And then down to 10. Back to 10, back to 10, to 8, 10 to 12, and then 4 to 5. And then just finish on the 5 there. So all together. And that is the whole intro.
Verse 2.
Okay, the verse, we're just doing palm muted downstrokes, pretty much the same chords as the intro. Just accent every one. Okay, so that's just open. 3, 5, 8, and then we're doing this bar chord on the 4. You could also play up here on 11. Either or, I just think that one sounds a bit better to finish on. And then that is it really, then we're into the bridge.
Bridge!
So the bridge part, we're just doing open, 3, open. And then we're just muting the strings, just playing straight rhythm. And then on the second time, we're doing, we're going to 5 and we're playing on the off beats 3 times. So I'll do it slow, it's quite hard to explain the timing. Okay, and then we're just finishing sort of a bridge between the bridge and the chorus, no pun intended. Just going for the A chord here, and then we're into the first chord of the chorus. Okay, and then the lead part for the bridge, the first bridge, we're doing these power bends, Konami's power bends. So these are all played over the G and the B string. So the first one, so we're just playing the two strings, but we're bending the G on the second fret up a whole step. So we want to aim for that note. Second one, first fret, B string, third fret, G string. Third one, we're sliding up 2 frets. So it's the 5th on the G and the 3rd on the B. And then the last one, up to this 8th fret. So we're on the 8 here, and we're on the 6th on the B. And then we're into the chorus.
Kuroso!
So the rhythm part for the chorus, the way I play it, I've watched Miku play it live. She seems to do it differently every time. So this is just the way I want to do it. This is the way it's more comfortable for me. You might find a different way of doing it, but the chords are just going to be the same every time. So we're starting on the first fret, A string power chord here. And then we're just basically going through the intro again. So we're starting on this chord on the first fret, up to 4, open, and then A. So I'm playing the open chord A here. You could also play it here if you want to bar it, 7. Again. Okay, and then second time around it's a bit different. So we've got open, second, third, A, or there. And then the third time round. So first to 3, to open A, to D. You could play it open too. I think Miku plays up on the high. And then the last time, just the first fret and then to the open A again. And then into the second verse. Okay, so the lead part for the chorus, Konami's part for the chorus. So we're doing this, so we've got this shape here, which is the last 3 strings, the G, the B, and the E. So G7, B6, E5. So we're just straight up and down. And then we're coming up, we're doing this, it's kind of like a D minor shape. So we're on the 9 here, on the G, we're on the 8 on the B, and we're on the 9 on the E. And then we're going to bar on 10, just straight E, B, G. And then we're doing like a D shape. We're on the 9, 10, 10. Sorry, 9, 10, 9. Okay, so all together the first time round. Second time round. So we're just extending that a bit, playing it twice as fast. Then we're adding our pinky on 12 on the E, up to 13, sorry, back to 12. And then we're going to keep this finger here, and then we're going to play octaves. So our pinky's up on the 13. So we're sliding up 2 frets. And then finishing it with, so we're sliding up, so our first finger is on 14, our pinky is up on 17, 17 octave, back to 12, 15, back to 10, 13 octave. Back up to the 12, and then we're finishing it with just these minor chords again. So keeping the same shape, just sliding up the fretboard, starting with 9, 8, 9, up to 12, 11, 12, 15, 14, 15.
Vers 2.
The rhythm for the second verse is exactly the same. The only difference is the lead part, Konami comes in with this little thing. Okay, so all that is just a alternating picking part. So we're just pulling off on the, this is all on the D string and we're just pulling off. So 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then the third and fourth times. So it's 12, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay, and then we're into the guitar solo section, the first guitar solo.
Guitar solo!
So just quickly before we get into the guitar solo, the rhythm part for the guitar solo is exactly the same as the chorus. So anyone that's playing Miku's part, just play the chorus. And if you want to get into Konami's part, then let's do it. So this solo is not too bad. It's definitely the easiest out of the two. The last solo is definitely a bit harder than the first one. Okay, so after we end the chorus, so we're grabbing the 15 on the B. So 15, 12 on the E. 12, 13, 15, sorry. So 15, 12, 13, up to 17. 17, 18, back to 17, 15. 13, 12, back to 15. 14 on the B. 12 on the E, back to 15 on the B, and that's the first. We'll just break it into sections, so that would call that the first section. So the second section, we're starting off with so just back and forth between the 11 and 10 on the B, and then we're keeping on the 10, we're going to bar these notes, so the D and the G. So all that is just back and forth between the 10 and the 12. And then bend. And then we're ending with, so we're just power bend, so just bend up the 12 on the G, grab the B on the 13, and then let it down. Then into the then the third section would be the tremolo section. So all on the, starting on the G, on the 10. So starting on 10 on the G, up to 12, up to 14, 17, 15, 14, then changing strings to the B on the 15, 15, 13. Then the fourth section, just keep your finger on the 14 there, because that's where the next lick's going to start. So we're bending and then grabbing the 10. So bending B on the 13, grabbing the 10, and then we've got this little lick. So 12, bend it back down, pull off to the 10. And then finishing on the 12 again. And then we're going to grab the D string here. So you need your second finger for that. Then we've got this. So 10 to 12 on the G, to 14, back to 10. And then on the D, we're going, so it's 10 to 12 on the D, finishing it with a pinch harmonic. And then section 5, which is the run. Okay, so the run very slowly is just, so we're starting on the D string, we're going 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14 on the G, sliding up one fret, 11, 13, 15 on the B, and then 12, 12, 13, 15, 17, and then ending with a half bend on the 17. Okay, and then we're into this little middle section. So the bass does 2 bars, and then when the guitar comes in, we're gonna bar these. We've got these two notes here, which is 3 on the G, 3 on the B, and then 5 on the E. So we're doing that, and then we're bringing it down 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 3 on the E. And then we're finishing it with 3, 2, 3, open, E, 1, first fret on the E, and then 1, open, 2, 3, and then just repeat. And And then we're into the last chorus, which is just the same as what we've covered before. The only difference is we're ending the song with a guitar solo, and Miku's part just plays the chorus over this solo as well. Okay, so this guitar solo I did change a little bit. I didn't do the tap. I didn't do the sweep part at the end because I haven't learned how to do sweeping yet. So I just used some notes from the arpeggio in a lick that fits. So I'll show you guys that. If you guys want to do the tapping, want to do the sweep part, if you know how to sweep, chances are you should be able to work this out from the notes that I'm playing in the arpeggio. So here we go. So when it goes into the outro of the song, we're starting off with the same chorus part. And here's where the solo starts after that part. So we're starting on the 15 again. So we're going to split this into parts again. So that would be the first part. So 15. Hammer on 12, 13. Hammer on pull off. And then 13, 12. 15. 13 on the B, 14 on the G, and then we've got this again. So bend on the 12 to the 10, grabbing the 12 on the D as well, so all together. So after this, 10, 12, 14, and then we're bending a bit. You might even want to grab the B as well. Get some aggression in there. So after that bend, we're going to the the 10 on the G, to 12 on the D, and then finishing. 10, 12, 14, 10. Okay, the third part. This is just, right, I've listened to this very closely, slowed it down, and I don't think Konami plays it the way I'm playing it, but this is just the way I found was easiest and the best way and easiest for me to get my head around. So I'll show you it this way. Hopefully it's good for you as well. I think it is. It just doesn't sound quite the same as how she plays it when you slow it down, but if you play it fast, like up to speed, you can't really tell that it's played much differently. Okay, so we're starting on 12. So this is the part here. So we're starting on the 12. We're sliding from 14 to 15. We're grabbing the 14 on the G. Then we're going back to the 15. And then we're using our pinky on 17 on the G. So after the 17, we're playing the 14 again on the G. So all together slow, that sounds like this. And then after that we're playing the 17 on the B string. And then after that, we've got this section. So we're playing the 17 again, to 13 on the E, 15 on the E, back to 17 on the B, 13 on the B, and 14 on the G. Then the fourth, and then the fourth section, fourth or fifth, I can't remember where we are now. Quite easy, just skipping a string here, so the G on the 9, E on the 9, 10, just same shape on 10, up to 12, and then we're hammering on 12, 13, 12 on the E, finishing on the 15 on the B, and here's where the sweep starts happening, but what I'm doing is just this lick here. So it's just, these notes. So that this is the arpeggio. Which I think she's playing in the tapping. So I haven't learned how to sweep that yet. So I'm just playing. So it's just 17, pull off to 13. And then grabbing the 15. And then the last couple of times of the lick, we're going up to the 18, back and forth between the 18 and the 17. And then finishing it with tremolo picking on the 17. So it's 17, 18, 20, and finishing on 22. And then finishing the song off, we're back into the bridge riff. And then just finishing on the chugga chuggas. And that is the whole song, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you followed that okay. If there's any questions at all, please ask, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please check out my other videos. You will see them dotted around here. What's next? I don't know. I am out of the country for a bit, for a couple of weeks now, but I will be back and getting into these covers as soon as possible. So thanks again, guys, so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.